evening and welcome to the Monday, April 28th, 2025 regular meeting of the City of Burbank Planning Commission. Before we begin our meeting, there will be one general period of public comment tonight during oral communications. Persons speaking during the general public comment period may provide the Planning Commission oral communication on any matter concerning city business. Members of the public may comment in person or by telephone during the general public hearing public comment periods. If you would like to participate in the public comment by telephone, please call 818-238-3335. We will announce when the phone lines are open. Please join me for a moment of reflection. This moment is intended to begin our meeting with a positive and collective support for our beloved community. The Planning Commission welcomes everyone joining us this evening. We encourage you to take a moment to reflect on our community and the work we will be doing tonight. Although each of us has our own reasons for being here, we are united in our passion for this wonderful city. When we pause, let us consider our own individual contributions, what they mean to those around us. Let us find solace in knowing that by working together with a shared spirit of community and partnership, we will always act responsibly for the betterment of Burbank. Will everyone please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. Madam Clerk, please conduct the roll call.
Vice Chair Wick.
Present.
Commissioner Atakanian.
Present.
Commissioner Bennett.
Here.
Commissioner Van Gorder.
Here.
And Commissioner Safarian is absent.
Great. Thank you very much. Do we have any announcements from city staff this evening?
No announcements tonight.
Great. There is one public hearing item on tonight's agenda. Now is the time and place for the public hearing of project number 24-0001007, a request for a conditional use permit, CUP, submitted by Vardan Kasimian on behalf of the business owner Gregor Gavorian to operate a residentially adjacent automobile detailer located at the above referenced location in the C4 Commercial Unlimited Zone. The project would require the merger of two existing adjacent lots at 410 and 412 South Victory Boulevard, the project site, totaling 5,586 square feet in area, and the merging of two existing one-story commercial buildings currently used for automobile-related issues, which share side common walls. The combined building size would be 2,800 square feet. A lot line adjustment will be required to merge the two adjacent lots into one. Before we begin, do any Planning Commission members have any legal, financial, or other conflict of interest regarding this hearing?
No. No.
No? No?
No.
Okay. Have any Planning Commissioners had any communications, including written or oral, with any person about this project?
No. No.
No?
No.
Great. Mr. Ramirez, have the notices required by law been given?
Yes, they have.
Have we received any written communications on this matter?
We received no written communications on the agenda item.
Great, thank you. Will the representative of the Community Development Department please summarize the matter before us?
May I please have the presentation? Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Bobby Keating, Associate Planner with CDD Planning. Before you this evening is a request for a conditional use permit to allow an automobile dealer use in an existing commercial building located at 410 to 412 South Victory Boulevard. The project site is located at 410 and 412 South Victory Boulevard and would require the merger of the two adjacent lots. The project site is located south of West Verdugo Avenue and west of West Providencia Avenue. The project site is located in the C4 Commercial Unlimited Zone, shown here in red. Because the project site is located within 150 feet of a residentially zoned property, in this case in the R4 zone shown here in orange, the BMC states that a conditional use permit is required in order to operate an automobile dealer use in this location. The project site is located within the Corridor Commercial General Plan Land Use Designation, which is intended to facilitate neighborhood-serving businesses that allow residents to walk from nearby residential neighborhoods to meet some of their daily needs. In appropriate locations, the corridor commercial land use also supports media-related and auto-related businesses. Other nearby land uses include high, medium, and low-density residential. Existing land uses surrounding the project site include a mix of commercial businesses along South Victory Boulevard. The rear of the project site abuts an alley which is shared with other commercial and residential buildings. The project site includes 2 adjacent commercial buildings with shared interior walls, shown here in blue on the site plan, fronting South Victory Boulevard, and a rear parking area abutting the rear alley, shown here in red. This image shows the previous condition of the primary elevation facing South Victory Boulevard prior to the unpermitted construction that will be discussed in a subsequent slide. As shown, 410 and 412 South Victory previously contained separate auto-related uses within separate adjacent structures. 410 South Victory Boulevard is currently licensed to operate as an office use, which has allowed the current business owner to operate a car broker business. 412 South Victory Boulevard is currently licensed to operate as an automobile repair use. The automobile repair use was legally established without a conditional use permit. This use today would require a conditional use permit to operate in a completely enclosed building at this location. This image shows the primary elevation facing South Victory Boulevard after the unpermitted construction. As shown, the adjacent buildings have been consolidated into one and currently operate as a single tenant space. On December 4th, 2023, the City of Burbank Code Enforcement Division issued a notice of violation for unpermitted construction, including most of the tenant improvements shown in these interior photos. The applicant has therefore applied for a CUP to allow them to receive the necessary building permits to legalize the construction and to establish the automobile dealer use at the project site. The unpermitted interior tenant improvements are mostly complete, and the business owner continues to operate the existing uses pending this CUP application. These images show the existing conditions of the rear parking area, which includes an unpermitted gate highlighted in red and non-existent parking lot striping highlighted in blue. The gate and parking lot striping do not currently comply with the standards of the Burbank Municipal Code and must be revised in order to be approved. Approval of the proposed CUP application would allow an automobile dealer to operate at this location. The legally established automobile repair use would continue as incidental to the automobile dealer use. In order to combine the 2 parcels into one, a lot line adjustment is required, which staff has proposed as a condition of approval of the CUP application. Approval of the CUP would allow the applicant to retroactively legalize unpermitted construction work through the submittal of a building permit. Staff has proposed multiple conditions of approval to ensure the Planning Commission can make the required findings of fact in order to approve the CUP application under BMC Section 10-1-1936. The complete list of conditions may be found in Exhibit A of the staff report as attached to the proposed resolution. An abbreviated list of conditions include: to mitigate any risk of noise spillover to the nearby residential zone, all operations inclusive of automobile dealer and automobile repair uses shall occur within the fully enclosed structure. To improve the safety of pedestrians and vehicles along South Victory Boulevard, the project shall remove the existing curb cut and driveway apron which currently serves 410 South Victory Boulevard as shown on the project plans. To further improve the safety of pedestrians and vehicles along South Victory Boulevard, a sign shall be installed along South Victory Boulevard frontage to the satisfaction of the Community Development Director, stating that the remaining driveway along South Victory Boulevard shall be used for ingress only. To mitigate the risk of noise spillover to the nearby residential zone, and to make consistent the business operations of other nearby businesses, the hours of operation shall be limited to 8 a.m. from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Sunday. To mitigate the risk of visual disturbances related to the proposed automobile dealer use, the proposed exterior lighting, inclusive of the structure and the parking area, shall comply with the design standards stated in the BMC to limit potential for spillover onto neighboring properties in the public right-of-way. And lastly, to further mitigate the risk of noise and other nuisance issues, a no loitering or listening to loud music sign shall be posted in the front entrance to the building and to the entrance from the alley to the rear parking area of the property. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission find that the project be exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act in accordance with CEQA guidelines sections 15301 pertaining to existing facilities and section 15303 pertaining to conversions of one use to another where only minor modifications are made to the exterior of the structure. None of the exceptions to the categorical exemptions listed in section 15300.2 of CEQA guidelines apply to this project. The project is not located in a particularly sensitive, designated, or precisely mapped environmental resource area, and the project is not a historical resource or located within or near a scenic highway. Furthermore, the project is not mapped a hazardous waste site and is not expected to have a significant effect on the environment due to any unusual circumstances. Staff's analysis of the proposed CUP application has found that the project is consistent with the Burbank 2035 general plan and existing zoning regulations as conditioned. The required findings under BMC section 101936 can be made, and proposed project will be built and operated in compliance with the conditions of approval, will ensure ongoing compatibility with the surrounding land uses. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission find that the project is exempt from CEQA, is consistent with the general plan and zoning regulations as conditioned, and satisfies the required findings for the CUP. Therefore, staff recommends that the Planning Commission adopt a resolution as attached to the staff report, approving conditional use permit project number 24-0001007, subject to the recommended conditions of approval. Any interested party may contact me, the project planner, using the contact information listed here. And this concludes staff's presentation, and we are available for your questions. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. I will now invite the applicant or their representative to address the Planning Commission. You will have a maximum time of 15 minutes to make your presentation.
Hello, how are you guys? First of all, thank you to the Planning Commission for hearing me and to these young gentlemen that took their time to do all this. I just wanted to say that I've been in Burbank ever since I can remember.
I'm sorry, could you state your name?
Grigor Gevorgian, I'm the owner.
Thank you.
I've been in Burbank ever since I can remember. I basically grew up in the city. I opened up my business on next to the firing lane. If you're in Burbank, you know, next to the firing lane in front of Costco in 2017. We changed locations 2 times, and we've decided to stay in Burbank. And we bought our property in 2023, I think, and we converted to some minor things, and we obviously made some mistakes by not getting permits, but we'll get that figured out. And yeah, we love the city, we love being here, and we sell expensive cars. Hopefully they'll take up the value of the city's infrastructure and the people that come into the city. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much.
If you guys have any questions.
We'll get to that, I'm sure we will. Thank you so much. We will now open the matter to hear from any persons who wish to speak on the matter. Each person may address the Planning Commission for a maximum time of 3 minutes. For members of the public who wish to comment in person, please present a completed speaker card to planning staff if you wish to speak. For members of the public that wish to comment by telephone, please call 818-238-3335 to address the Planning Commission. Callers will be placed in a queue until all in-person comments have been received. The phone lines are now open. Please bear with us as it may take a couple minutes for the first callers to get through the line. For callers, please remember to lower the volume on your TV or computer, and please take your phone off speaker when you deliver the public comment. Madam Clerk, do we have any speakers here tonight or callers on the line? Okay. All right. Do we have any callers on the line?
No callers.
Okay. All right. Our next speaker is Vardan Kasmanian. Please correct me on your name pronunciation. I'm sorry.
Hi, Commission. How are you? My name is Vardan Semyan. Thank you guys for taking your time to hear our case. This case we got involved after the illegal construction was done, and they got the code enforcement. So we're hoping to resolve this issue for the city, for everybody, as soon as possible. We did go back and forth for several months with the planning department. For the CUP, we had to go through the process of sending the project to all the other departments, getting conditions from multiple departments, from city staffs. And we basically came to a conclusion. We got to an agreement. So we're trying to work with the city as much as possible to get this done quickly and resolve, one, the code violation, at the same time, the owner's intentions here to improve the property, as you guys saw from previous to current. And it is a location where he owns the property and the business, so he's planning on continuing to work here and do his business. So the sooner this is resolved, it's a piece off his back. And thank you guys again for hearing us out, and hopefully you can approve our project.
Thank you so much. Do we have any callers, any other comment
No
cards?
other callers or speakers.
Okay, great. All right, there being no further public comment on this item, I now declare the public comment period closed. Would the representative of the Community Development Department like to make any further comments?
No further comments at this time.
Okay. Does the applicant or the representative wish to make any further comments? No. Great. Does the commission have any questions for staff or the applicant?
I don't know.
Questions?
No.
No questions for staff, the applicant? No questions? Okay. I just have a quick question for the applicant, if you don't mind. Please. Hi.
Hi.
So just to clarify, you've been in actual business since 2017.
Right.
And then you moved to this location in 2023.
I've been in, yes, this
Okay.
location, 2023.
Okay. And could you, as far as what you sell cars and you also repair cars, is that, do you do any kind of,
Repair, you know what it is, the repair side of it, we don't really repair cars. But in the future, if I do want to grow my business and let's say the land next to me becomes open, I would want to buy it and make it into a repair shop where I could repair cars and sell them as well. That's the whole thing of just keeping it. Is if I can, it would be great. If I can't, I understand.
great. And how many cars do you typically have on site at any given time?
We don't have too many cars. We do mostly high-end cars. Our customers are mostly just more of wealthy customers, and we do cheaper end cars if we have to. Obviously, we will all like making money, but we mostly focus on high-end cars. So our inventory is mostly expensive cars. So I would say probably 8 to 10 cars a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And and how do you typically source these cars? Do you buy them yourself? Do people
Wholesale.
bring them in? Wholesale?
Auction, yeah. And we also have customers that we buy it from them. So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, and that's 8 to 10 cars a month?
A month, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chair,
Yes.
I I would want to make a clarification.
Please.
Greg Mirzavakian, Senior Planner, CDD. One of the listed uses on the permit is the incidental repair of vehicles. This would include things such as changing tires, oil changes, very minor incidental repairs. The reason I want to clarify it is because if there were no repairs of any kind whatsoever, this use would, the business license on the use would eventually lapse, and it would then require a new CUP. We don't want that to happen, so it's included in this permit as an incidental use going forward. So incidental repairs, minor repairs, not including body work, fender repair, anything like that would be allowed in perpetuity until the CUP is either terminated, withdrawn, or replaced.
Okay, understood. I think the applicant wishes to say, sure, of course.
Thank you, Greg. That was actually, I didn't really think about that, but that's smart. We do actually maybe it's a bumper or something. I don't want to get in trouble for that. If it's body work, when I say like repair, I'm thinking like if a car's like half cut and they bring it and they've added it together, that's what I think whenever people say repair, that's why. But if it's a bumper and like something like that getting put back, I don't want to get in trouble for that. So yes, please, thank you.
Understood. Do you have many cars that come in cut in half? Okay. Just asking. And just one more question for staff. You mentioned a gate violation. Is that more of a safety issue, or is it the height? Is it like a height thing, or?
So there's two main issues with the existing gate. One is the fence. The height is exceeding the permitted height of 8 feet. As proposed in the updated plans, they are proposing to amend it to an 8-foot height, so that'll comply with code. The other issue is the corner cutoff requirements, mainly relating to the visibility that's required for cars coming in and out and anyone interacting with that alley in the rear. So those are the two issues that as proposed in their updated plans, will comply with code.
Got it. Yeah, that's a busy alley there. Lots of auto repair shops there. Great. Any other questions from the commission for staff, the applicant? No? Okay. All right. I now declare the public hearing closed, and the Planning Commission will now deliberate. What's the Planning Commission's pleasure?
I mean, I have no issues here. I'm glad they got everything right and settled with the city. So I'm happy to, let them move on with their business.
Well, I can make the findings and support the project. I'm hoping that the improvements are very nice, so it'll add value to the neighborhood. And it's more than it doesn't look like a repair shop. It looks like a showroom, basically. So in that regard, I think they've done well, but I'm glad that they came in and they're trying to make and set everything right. So I can support it.
I agree with you on that in the sense that I did drive by the site earlier today, and the work that has been done, it looks very nice. I mean, especially I don't want to say compared to other shops in the area, but it definitely stands out. And, business is really hard right now. And I think that a business who's willing to invest and stay in our city, it's a good thing. And you're right, we don't have many car options for buying in our city, and so I think that this is serving a portion of the community that it'll do well. So I definitely support this as well. Oh, did anyone?
Last note.
Oh, please.
So if you're in the market for a Lamborghini, I think
Yes.
now we know where to go.
Yes, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Yes, for our large planning commission salary, we can
any
all
day
buy
now.
Lamborghinis.
All right, I'll make the motion then.
Please.
Very good. I will move that we adopt a resolution of the Planning Commission approving a conditional use permit for project 24-0001-007, subject to the conditions of approval.
Second,
All right, Madam, we have a motion and a second. May we have a roll call, please?
Vice Chair Wick,
Yes.
Commissioner Atakanian,
yes.
Commissioner Bennett,
Yes.
and Commissioner Van Gorder.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Great. Thank you. Congratulations. Great. Give them a minute to file out.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night. Thank you. Now is the time for reports from city staff.
Vice Chair, there are no reports.
Great, thank you so much. Now is the time for approval of minutes from the April 14th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting. Are there any questions, comments, and/or a motion?
I will move that we adopt the minutes as written.
Second?
All right. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? No abstentions? Great. Minutes are approved. Now is the time for oral communications from the public. Any person speaking during this period may address the commission on any matter concerning city business. Each person may address the planning commission for a maximum time of 3 minutes. For members of the public who wish to comment in person, please complete a yellow completed speaker card to the planning division. For members of the public that wish to comment by telephone, please call 818-238-3335 to address the Planning Commission. Callers will be placed in a queue until all in-person comments have been received. The phone lines are now open. Please bear with us as it may take a couple of minutes for the first callers to get through the line. For callers, please remember to lower the volume on your TV or computer and take your phone off speaker when you deliver the public comment. Madam Clerk, do we have any speakers tonight or callers on the line
I have no callers but one speaker.
who did not fill out a public speaker card, but I guess we'll allow it.
I'll get you one, Madam
All
Chair.
right. Good evening, Mr. Rosati.
Thanks for keeping things cracking.
We try.
Madam Chair and board members, thank you for your service. And Mr. Van Gorder, welcome. And I think we'll get you a better placard than the one you got.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
But I just wanted to say, again, we thank you for your service. Me personally, I would like to see this team stay intact for at least 4 years. We've had a lot of turnover. Being a board member for 12 years, I know the benefit of having a cohesive group. And when I say cohesive, I don't mean in thinking the same way. God knows Mr. Atakani and I had many differences of opinion, but the nice thing is you get to see a refreshing thought on a particular topic, and it could change or sway the way you think. So I would like to see you guys stay together. So do your best to adjust your schedules. I know it's tough, but it's important work, and I do want to see you guys look really good, by the way. I love the way you're all dressed, sharp. It's a pet peeve of mine, but it's important. I think it's important when you sit at that dais and in this room, you should be dressed appropriately. So I just wanted to say thank you for the way you're dressed. You're going to be seeing, I know it gets boring when you get the beer and wine permits, but I think you're going to be seeing some important work, and the work that you do is going to be important for the council. Looking at things through the eyes of a consumer and looking through things at the eyes of a community member are really important. So I look forward to you focusing on projects and giving us the best feedback you can. I will be listening. I know when I was in that seat, I always felt it was important to give the best input that I could to the council, and hopefully they would listen. They would often contact me and dialogue with me, and I will do the same with you when I watch the videotape and see your comments. So again, just want to say welcome to everyone. I am your liaison, by the way. I think after 12 years, they realized that this is the only board that didn't have a liaison, so they chose me.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
And just for the record, I actually said something that, to the tune of, Mr. Rosati is going to love how everybody is dressed right when I walked in. So your reputation is intact. All right. Are there any callers on the line?
No callers.
Okay. Seeing no further public comment, I now declare the public comment period closed. Moving on, now is the time for introduction of additional agenda items. Planning Commission members may introduce new items for discussion, but no action may take place except to place the item on a future agenda. Do members of the commission have any items to introduce? No? No? All right. Now is the time for city planner comments. Are there any comments from the city planner?
Yes, Vice Chair, I do have just two. First one being, and I believe you were all given a copy of the flyer, this coming Saturday, May 10th, from 8 to 1 p.m., we're having one of our first events to kind of kick off the Burbank Rancho Neighborhood Specific Plan. So we'll be hosting two separate neighborhood tours, one at West Rancho and one at East Rancho, and it'll be from 8 to 1 p.m. This has been, the flyer in front of you shows the two locations and the addresses. So we're encouraging members of the community that are interested in the specific plan to participate. I anticipate there'll be a very good turnout. Staff has been preparing for some time. They've been doing needs assessments and working on that. And I know there's a very strong interest from members of the community to not only participate, but to get the process done as quickly as possible. So that's what we're endeavoring to do. And we have a very good consultant team working on this. If you're interested, you're also invited to attend the meeting and walk the Rancho. I've done it twice and actually walked the entire Rancho area. And it's things you see at the street level when you're walking that are very interesting to see in that area. And there's a reason why the community is very invested in that area, things to preserve. It's a quaint area. There's probably some improvements that could be made from a pedestrian standpoint for sure, as well as a protection of the kind of equine and equestrian uses that are there. So we look forward to engaging in that. And members of the council, including the one present here, have made this a high priority for the city and have invested quite a bit of funds and resources to get this thing done. So I think it's all hands on board on this effort, and it'll eventually come to you for your consideration. So just wanted the public to be aware of it and the commission that this work is proceeding. This would be your fourth specific plan. And to the point that the council member made, you'll have 3 others. So you'll be quite busy over the next couple of years, if not months, as this effort is started and underway. So that's one item. Thank you for indulging me in that. The other one is, and I'm going to embarrass our attorney here, Ian. Ian will be, Ian is, I've worked with him for a couple of years. So he's been here the time that I've been here. He has been quite an asset to us as planners. He's helped us on a lot of projects. But like all things, he has an opportunity that's been presented to him, so he'll be leaving the city, I think on May 2nd, if I'm correct. Yeah, and so we're going to miss him, but I wanted to acknowledge his work in front of the commission because you've all had the benefit of having him provide us feedback and review many of the documents. We are better for having him part of our team, and we're going to miss him, but we also wish him the best for him and his family on his future endeavors, and no doubt he's going to be successful wherever he goes. So thanks, Ian. Appreciate it. That's it.
Not to put you on the spot, did you want to say any words, Mr. City Attorney?
I definitely, thank you, Chair. I want to thank Fred. He always has the kindest words, and I just want to echo how amazing this team in Burbank has been. And I know some of you, or most of you actually, are newer members of the Planning Commission. The majority of my work advising the Planning Commission actually involved Councilman Rosati. Atukinian was there as well. So a lot of good memories about a lot of interesting products. I'm biased. This is my favorite decision-making body. Being the Planning Commission, I've advised several cities' planning commissions. So you guys do a heck of a job here at Burbank. I think both the combination of staff and decision makers on these bodies are absolutely incredible. And trust me, I've been in the trenches with all the local land use issues. So you guys have tough sledding, but fun sledding in the coming years. So kudos to what you guys have done, and good luck for everything moving forward.
Thank you so much. All right. We will now adjourn the Planning Commission to the Planning Commission meeting on Monday, May 12th, 2025 at 6 p.m. This meeting will be held in person in City Council chambers at 275 East Olive Avenue. The public is invited to attend the meeting in person or to view the meeting online or on television. The public will be able to provide public comment in the following 3 ways: in person at the appropriate time during the meeting, by leaving an e-comment on the city webpage, www.burbankca.gov/e-comments, or by calling in directly to the Planning Commission at 818-238-3335. Thank you all for your participation, and have a good night.